It is a big day here at the farm. It is April 21st. Even though it's not our last frost date, we're gonna just start planting things. A lot of stuff can still take some cold. Our last frost date is the 27th, but we are gonna be planting all kinds of stuff today. I'm just gonna bring you along. This isn't gonna be anything like super exciting or informative, but just show you what it's like on the day at the Shiloh farm. First up, we're planting potatoes. I got Judah here helping me out today. We had a cover crop planted in this box. It looked just like this. These are our cover crops that we plant. That one obviously looks terrible. And a lot of this is because of the chickens. They destroyed everything. They destroyed, like, this was a nice box of garlic. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of garlic in there. So we cleaned up the cover crop. Missed one.
Oh, sorry.
I'll take that off your pay. It's all right. We are going to then plant our potatoes. So what we're going to do, I got my other helper here, Charlie. What's up, Charles? Nope, not today. We are going to be planting potatoes. That is a gnarly looking potato. So what we're going to do, each one of these is called an eye. So I'll cut each one of these off to be its own potato. So potatoes actually aren't, we're not planting like a new generation of potato. You're actually just cloning it. So I'll cut off this eye. We're going to plant one of these eyes in here every like 6 inches or so. I don't know, how deep do you think this is, Judah? It's like probably 4
inches.
8 inches. Yeah, sounds good. I'm not like an expert when it comes to my planting depths. I just kind of wing it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with potatoes. One of the varieties that we are planting today of potato is called Moon Glow. So we'll see if I can cut this with one hand. You can see it's beautiful. This one's not even as vibrant purple as some of the other ones are, but it's got this cool purple color inside. So we're just cutting pieces off as long as it's got that eye on it. And you can see we got a whole row ready to go. So potatoes are done. We still have to put some straw on them, but now we are moving into the hoop house. I've got some marigolds. I'm just setting out. These are, they're called Hawaiian marigolds. I have a Chica Flame and then just some regular orange ones. We're putting the marigolds in first and then, or maybe we'll go at the same time. I don't know. We're gonna put marigolds and tomatoes. So we just alternate. So what we're gonna do is, I'm just bringing everything out and setting it down. What I'm gonna do is take this little bulb planter. These things are awesome. I've already got my holes cut from last year. And you just do this. Creates a nice little hole. Perfect for the plant. So usually I would rotate these around, but I'm actually, because of the fact that I'm putting all of my trees over here this year, I was gonna take all the tomatoes and I was gonna, you can see here we had tomatoes and peppers. I was gonna rotate them over there, but we're actually putting all the fruit trees over there. So I'm gonna do a second year of tomatoes and peppers here, which isn't great because you wanna rotate things around for pests and disease and all that. But instead of rotating them, I'm just gonna rotate holes. So because we did tomato, and the marigolds in between, I'm just rotating one over. So it's not at least going in the exact same place. There is a little bit of difference there, but we'll see if it, how much trouble we run into going 2 years in tomatoes in the same place. But that's what we're gonna do next. So I'm gonna have Judah start getting the holes ready, and I'll grab the tomatoes and we'll start putting them in the ground.
I hope they put it out.
We found it. There is the fire right there. We are headed around it. So we took a little pause in planting because I smelled smoke and wanted to go investigate. I'm pulling up on it right now because I don't know. I just want to make sure that everything's okay. So we paused the planting. I wasn't expecting this at all. But when you start smelling smoke around here, there's not like a fire department or anything that's close. So I'm pulling up to check and just see if there's anything I can do to help or if this is intentional. I guess I'll let you guys know, but quite a lot of smoke coming from over here. So this is the farmer right here. It's his pasture. Wasn't intentional, but as long as the wind doesn't pick up, I think it'll be okay. I mean, it's okay to burn pastures every once in a while. That's not a problem, but I think I'm gonna go through it or turn around. Yeah. The cops are here. The professionals showed up. They said the fire department's on their way, so it'll be fine. We're gonna go back to planting. It's like a mile and a half from our house, so as long as the wind doesn't pick up, we'll be fine. I didn't expect our planting day to turn into a fire watch, but I guess here we are. That's crazy. All right, we're back to planting. Fire is, I don't see a whole lot of smoke, so we're hoping that it's out. I've got all my kind of weird looking varieties over here, like the tie-dye pink, the pineapple, orange peach. And now what I'm doing is setting some cages up, putting in a fence post or a little post there just to keep this sturdy. For the, you'll see the T-posts here. This is because I only have enough cages. I only have enough cages for this part. For this, we're gonna do what's called the Florida weave. So if you've never seen a Florida weave, I'll take a string and I'm gonna string it out and we'll just weave it back and forth and in between, and that'll help prop up the tomatoes. Cages I personally like because once you set it like this, it's a little more work, but once you set it, you don't have to deal with it anymore. With the Florida weave, you have to keep up with it all year long as the tomato plant is growing. But when it comes to harvest, it's kind of annoying, like pruning and picking through all this stuff, and the Florida weave is definitely a lot easier. So I'll show you that as the summer progresses, but for right now, we're just working on getting our 2 rows of tomatoes planted. So it's getting a little toasty, a little hot here in the hoop house, but we got the Florida weave done. This is it. It just goes like that and you crisscross all the way. So we have our Florida weave for all the tomatoes. We'll put peppers in here probably tomorrow. In the meantime, there's some leftovers that we got. I also have our poppies that are growing right here, kind of sporadically, but that's all right. So what we're gonna do now that we got the tomatoes done is plant some onions. We're gonna put some onions here with the strawberries because they're great companion plants together. And we're also gonna just plant an individual box. So what we're doing is pulling out the cover crop there. Judith's done a great job cleaning this up. We're gonna take this, feeding it over to the animals, and we're gonna plant some onions. So I ran out of onions. I didn't get enough. We only got half this box full, so I need to get more tomorrow because we didn't get any in the strawberries. It's starting to get a little ominous out, so I think we're gonna call it a night. I didn't get everything done, but that's because I should have had better expectations, and I do have 2 young men that are gonna come help me tomorrow as well, so we've got some more projects that we'll be working on. In the meantime, I just need to water the animals out here. I gotta go out and check the bees because I'm pretty sure they're all dead, but my bee guy is gonna be bringing, or I need to go pick up my bees here in the next couple weeks. So I need to check on the hives and make sure everything's good out there. Like I said, water the animals, just kind of give them some love, but it's starting to get some spooky storm clouds over there. So, whoa, windy. Hopefully it rains. We could definitely use the rain. It's been very dry out here, but I will get back to filming in the morning. That's all we're gonna do today. Day 2 out here in the garden. I am in the middle of tilling up the corn patch, which, oh my gosh, if you are into soil health, I just said the T word, tillage. We're tilling for a couple different reasons here today. First thing is that we are growing organic corn in terms of it's not certified organic, but it's organic in the sense that we're not spraying anything. So we need to till in order to get all these weeds out, at least the initial ones. And then after that, it's a lot of manual labor, just pulling weeds. The biggest reason though that we're tilling this up today is because all this you can see here is chicken poop. So we cleaned out the chicken coop. That's one of the great benefits of having chickens is all the manure. It's full of nitrogen and things that are great for corn. So we threw all the chicken poop out here, but in order for that to break down, I also wanted to spread it a little bit better because it's really hot, meaning it can be too high in nitrogen. So we needed to spread it and get it incorporated into the soil. So tillage is gonna do both of those things for us. After we till, this will be the only time that we do that. But this is what we're doing in the corn patch. We're gonna plant sweet corn, and then we got some glass gem corn, some decorative corns that we'll put out there. I'm only doing this half right here because what you can see here is gonna be the pumpkin patch, and this will get covered in with straw, so we don't have to till this up at all. This will be no-till. There are some weeds that are coming up through here, so this is gonna take a little bit of time, especially because we plant potatoes. We plant pumpkins and squash a lot later, so by the time we plant in here, you're gonna have all kinds of weeds, so that's gonna be kind of a mess. But at least right now we can get started getting the sweet corn in. I've got 2 guys coming in today that are gonna help me plant that. But first, I need to run to the store and get a bunch of stuff because we've got another big project we're working on. We have been hard at work today. We've got 3 rows of green beans planted here now. The area is, as you can see, nice and perfect for planting. 3 rows of beans. I've got 2 kinds of blue. Actually, it's in my pocket here. Blue. This is Hoppy Turquoise. Hopi. Hoppy? It's Native American. I'm sorry for all you Native Americans out there. Hoppy. We have 2 rows of that. And then I have glass gem corn. What else do I got here? Oh yeah, this one. Painted Hill. Now what we're doing is we're planting sweet corn. Jack is out here planting away. He's got 6 furrows done. So what we're doing is we're planting in blocks. So you don't want long rows of the same variety. So we're actually only going halfway down. And we got 6 rows of one variety, and then we'll split it in half and we'll go 6 more with another variety. So we've got sweet corn coming along, and then I've got Joel over here working on our next project, which is one that is for my wife. This area has always been kind of awkward and weird to like mow around. It's just really inconvenient. So what we're gonna do is take out this flagpole here. We planted some trees and we're gonna lay down this weed barrier, and this whole area is gonna get tarped and mulched. So we have mulch, and we're gonna make this just kind of a perennial nice little walkway as you come out of the house and then into my office here. So you can see we have some perennials going, but this area right here will just be a nice little walkway. So that's what we're working on. Joel's working on stapling this down. Say hello, Joel.
Hello.
So I'll let you know, or I'll show you what this looks like when the project's done. Boom. It is hot enough that I'm no longer wearing a shirt. We're now in bro tank season. We got the tarp laid down, so now we're just taking all of our brown mulch and laying this out so that it looks nice. We also got our liner down. This stuff is really cheap. I picked it up at Menards. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but it was a little easier than laying bricks, and it wasn't quite as expensive as like the really fancy borders. So we'll see how well this works. All right, so we have this big landscaping project that we're working on, which means I need to get a bunch more flowers than what I planted in my greenhouse. So what I'm doing today is I'm at Barb's greenhouse, just north of Grand Island, Nebraska. She's got 4 greenhouses out here, you can see. 4 super cool. And I've got a list of plants that I need to get, list of flowers. So we're gonna start by seeing what other, fun stuff we can find along the way. Now I'm trying to find out what fun hairy balls actually is. There's no picture on it, so it's kind of like a mystery plant. I think I might get one just to see what big hairy balls actually looks like. Now the problem with coming to these nurseries is that I see too many things that I want to start growing myself, which is honestly a good thing. It's nice to be able to come and support local. Ooh, like this. What is that? I just think it's so cool how many different varieties of just one thing, like just succulents. Look how many different kinds of succulents there are. What we're looking for right now is sedum, which this is not, but she said it is somewhere over here. Is this sedum? I wish I knew what it actually looked like. To be honest, I don't know what sedum is. It's just on my list. Maybe it's this. Nope, none of these are labeled. We're kind of on just like a hunt for really anything that's gonna look good in this area. But she said they're in 6-inch pots. I don't know. So much to go through over here. Is this it? Blanket grass? Opsolominus? That's not it. Basket grass. Same thing. Opsolominus. Is this sedum? I'm gonna pause this video and look up what sedum is actually supposed to look like. I just looked it up. Turns out sedum is actually in the succulent family, so I'm in the right spot. The problem is I still have no idea what any of these are. I mean, they're all really cool, but the sedum is supposed to be like a ground cover. It's supposed to spread out a little bit. And I just don't know which one of these is actually gonna spread since they're not. I mean, they are labeled. Ooh, stone crop. That's literally what it was. Ha! Look at that. I found it. So this is what I need. I'm gonna get a couple of these stone crops. Sweet. This plant right here is super cool. It's called a money plant. I have never seen that before, but I love money, so we're gonna get that. I'm also gonna get one of these licorice plants. I love licorice plant. I think it's so cool. And then follow that up with some eucalyptus. I did have some of this planted at home, so I don't need to get any eucalyptus here, but I like this kind of, whatever this vibe is of plant, really like those. So we're gonna go ahead and try them. This one's new, popcorn plant. It says smell me. I haven't tried it yet. Honestly, not really picking up anything. Oh, nope, never mind. There it is. It definitely smells like popcorn. That's weird. Here's what it looks like. Popcorn plant, cassia. We're gonna get one of these because that's kind of cool. That's a pretty neat plant. Although I might get one that's, yeah, I like that one. First one. I'm finding too many cool things. This is greenhouse number 4, I think. This is like paired. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's stunning. Deadhead that one right there. And oh my gosh, we're perfect. I need to stop. Too much good stuff in here. So she's totaling up the damage. I'm not sure what it is yet, but this is all the stuff that we got. I already got some in there, but oh, this is tough to do with one hand. Whew. Fair to say we got a lot, which is be good. I'm looking forward to getting this all on the ground. How bad is it?
$298.
Oh,
300.
$298, under 300. I feel like I should go spend another $2 just to make it an even 3. What do you guys think? All right, I've got my little helper with me today. You want to say hello, Juliana? Hi. We are working on laying out all the stuff that we have. This shed right here, this actually blocks all of the sun. North is this way. So we're picking out all of our shady plants. We've got like some impatiens, some waxflower. What's the other one's called? It's not waxflower. It's called, yeah, it's impatiens. No. It's this. Nonstop fire begonia. It's called begonia. This is a beautiful, let me show you. Ow.
Ow.
Ow. This, it's gorgeous. These do well in shade. So we're putting that there. We got some black-eyed Susans. I don't know if they're gonna do great, but they are a little more shade tolerant of the vining crop. So we're gonna set those up. Right now we're just laying everything out so that we can see. I just wanna get a visual of how much space we have to work with. This thing's gonna be full and I can't wait because we're gonna be able to get to see a little bit of everything, see what we like, see what we don't. And the next year we'll see what grew well, what didn't. We can kind of expand on that. Woo! That was a lot of work and there's a lot of plants out here. Now I'm not a landscaper, so I'm not sure if this is all, the right colors, but really try to pay attention to the sun needs, the shade needs, colors, it is what it is. That's where I feel like I struggle, is knowing exactly what colors go together. Because when I'm going through, I just like all the colors. I'm not good at like, okay, we're going to go with muted tones and salmons and peaches. I love all of it. So we'll see what the colors look like. I think I got a fair amount of, variety here, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to start planting. We'll see how long this takes. Oh my gosh, day 2. I couldn't finish it last night. So this morning I woke up and now I got the sprinklers on everything. It's complete. I don't know how well this is all going to work, especially watering it with a sprinkler like this. But we did get everything in here. So I am super excited to see how this progresses throughout the year. I'll do some updates in my, farm vlog videos, but this is it. I don't even know what else to say. That's all she wrote. See you in the next video.